Call the Common Council back to order. I'll ask the clerk to call the roll to determine a quorum.
Alderperson Weigel.
Here.
Barzak.
Here.
Chapletsky.
Here.
Haas.
Here.
Lysick.
Here.
May.
Here.
Probst.
Here.
Ranky.
Here.
Rote.
Here.
Vitale.
Here.
10 present, none excused.
We have a quorum. We will start with the Administration and Finance Committee. Alderman Vitale.
Mr. Mayor, during recess, the Administration and Finance, so I have some of the resolutions and other reports. So, Mr. Mayor, item 10 was a joint referral between Administration and Finance and Public Works. 11, 12, and 13 and 14 was adopted. 15, 16, 17, and 18 placed on file. 19, 20, 21, 22 adopted. 23, City Attorney to be placed on file. 24 and 25 for denial. Mr. Chairman, I should move for approval. Mr. Mayor.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman Reinke. Is there any discussion?
Mayor Devine,
Alderman May?
a question on 23, 24, and 25. That wasn't the place, was that the place on file, or was that to,
That was, 23 was for denial, 24 to place on file, and 25 for denial.
understood? Thank you.
Any other discussion? Okay, seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That's all, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Public Works Committee. Alderman Barzak.
Mayor Devine.
I would like to bring your attention to items number 27 through 31. 27 through 29 are resolutions, all voted on by 5 members of the committee to adopt, and 30 and 31 are requests, and they were voted on to approve, voted on by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman May. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
Mayor Devine, that is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Safety and Development Committee, Alderman Lysick.
Mayor Devine. I refer you to items 32, 34, 35, and 36 on your agenda. Various communications, resolutions, and ordinances. Item 35 to be adopted as amended. All for approval, acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report on those items.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Barzak. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky. Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
I then refer you to item 33 on your agenda. It's an ordinance to repeal subsection 12.40, sub 1, sub W of the RMC relative to liquor store uses in the central business district, to be passed as amended, acted upon favorably by all 5 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report on that item.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Vitale. Any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chapletsky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Ranky.
Aye.
Rote.
No.
Vitale.
Aye.
9 in favor, 1 opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all for safety and development, Mayor Devine. As long as I'm up here, I'll do committee of the whole. And I will refer you to items 7, 8, and 9 on your agenda, various communications. Item 7 to be approved and placed on file. Items 8 and 9 to be placed on file. Acted upon favorably by all 10 members of the committee. I move for adoption of the committee report.
Second.
There's a motion with a second by Alderman Probst. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
That's all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you. License and Health Committee, Alderman Chaplesky.
First, I'd like to report on item number 39 on tonight's agenda. This is a license voted for approval by 4 members, with 1 member voting present. I'd like to move for adoption of this portion of the committee's report.
Second. There is a motion with a second by Alderman Weigel. Is there any discussion? Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chaplesky.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, excuse me, present. Thank you.
Chaplesky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
9 in favor, none opposed, 1 present.
Motion carries.
Then we have items number 41 through 63. These are various reports and license. And number 78 on tonight's agenda, they voted for approval. Approval subject to necessary requirements or to place on file by all 5 members. I'd like to move for adoption of this portion of the committee's report.
Second.
There's a motion and a second by Alderman Probst. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Then we have, last one, number 40. This is a secondhand dealer's license, voted by 4 members for approval, with 1 member being excused. Can I have a motion?
Mr. Second.
There is a motion to approve by Alderman Rote and a second by Alderman Barzak. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chaplesky.
Excused.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst.
Aye.
Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
9 in favor, none opposed, 1 excused.
Motion carries. Thank you. And next we have the Advisory Committee.
Mayor Devine.
Come on, go for yourself.
I direct the council's attention to items number 79, 80, 81, and 82 on tonight's agenda. We had 1 appointment, 1 reappointment, and 2 ordinances that were favorably approved by the committee. I move to approve these items, Mayor Devine.
Second.
There's a motion and a second. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Alderperson Weigel.
Aye.
Barzak.
Aye.
Chaplesky.
Aye.
Haas.
Aye.
Lysick.
Aye.
May.
Aye.
Probst. Reinke.
Aye.
Rote.
Aye.
Vitale.
Aye.
10 in favor, none opposed.
Motion carries.
That is all, Mayor Devine.
Thank you very much. Alderman Barzak?
I just want to make a comment that Alderman Haas is rather new to the aldermanic procedures here, and for years, we've been coming up to the council floor and been slipping on our plastic that is underneath our chairs here that helps keep the carpets. Alderman Haas had Velcro put down for us, which is really going to secure our safety. So I just want to give a little shout out and a thank you to Alderman Haas for a job well done. Thank you, Alderman.
It's having an immediate impact.
Mr. Mayor,
Alderman Haas.
yeah, thank you, Alderman Barzak. I would like to thank the Department of Public Works for their quick response, and yeah, my near fall was the precipitating factor. Emphasis on the near fall, but yeah, thanks, Alderman Barzak.
Mayor Devine.
Alderman Lysick.
I move that we adjourn until our next regularly scheduled meeting, Tuesday, June 3rd at 7 p.m.
Second.
There is a motion with a second by Alderman Reinke. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? We are adjourned.